Today we're here with Shady. This is his 4th training video, and he's coming along beautifully. Some days are better than others, as usual. Depending on, who's running around outside, who's screaming, all of those things. He tends to feed into it a little bit. Definitely manageable. Actually, we'll do the in-hand work first. What am I thinking? Definitely manageable, just obnoxious sometimes. But as long as I start off very clear and very congruent with my energy in what I am needing, he seems to stay much better off. So I'm just gonna, I always warm up with the in-hand work, mainly because I check him, okay, and it kind of gets him on my level of conversation here versus his, which is preferably out the window in his case. So I just want to say, okay, we're in here, Shady, you're waiting for me. We're going slow. There we go, my friend. So, like all of this, like I am very appreciative of when he can halt and I don't have to do anything but stop my body. Some days we're not always this easy. Good boy. But we had a pretty good conversation yesterday about whether or not he could plow through my requests, and we determined that's a no. Good boy, Shady. Good boy. That's my buddy. Okay, and so that's all I want from him right now is just, can I walk from back here at his withers, slow my walk. Good boy. Excellent, my friend. Okay, and the fact is, like, he's holding his head nice and soft. I don't really need to ask for it. And like I said, my agenda right now is, can he stay connected to me? Okay, this is a little bit of form of connected detachment because I'm asking him to move in front of me, but yet stay connected to me. Okay, yes, we're sharing a lot of space. Okay, we're close in proximity, but the fact that he's moving out in front of me, good boy, is a big, that's a hard one to ask of a horse, especially a horse that gets really anxious quickly. So we're going to try this side, which is the side that we're going to sometimes rush a little bit more. Boy. Okay, and ideally this is how he walks around on his back, which when he's in the right mind space is very much the case. I'm going to slow down. Yeah, thank you. Good, and I'm going to halt. Okay, so I'm losing him a little bit here. Okay, and then I'm having to start to use the reins. So I'm gonna, good, gonna get a little firmer. Okay, he always seems to be a little bit more concerned about life when human is on right side of horse. Hey, right here, we're in the arena, my dear. Good boy. Now, if I'm having trouble, I can always put him against the wall, which I might, so that we avoid some of that twisting behavior or that wanting to walk around me behavior. Good boy. So I'm always trying to come back to, what do I want to cue with? My exhale. That's my halt for him right now. Okay, if I have to add rein, if I really have to think about sinking my body and becoming a pillar, then I do. But I always want to come back to where I want to end up. And when I can start out light, like there, I wasn't able to stay necessarily light, but I was able to come back to light, mainly because I kept his brain. This is lovely, buddy. And for a walking horse that when I think about where I want my nice little trail horse to be, I don't want to have to tell them to put their head down every 5 strides. I want the head just to stay down, out of a place of relaxation. And so I'm really not doing anything with just my reins, just so you all know that. Which is exactly what he's doing here. Now I can soften him there. All that was like a picking up of a feather of the right rein. And he's like, yes, ma'am. Okay, but you notice his mindset right now. This is a mindset that I can talk to when he is in his fruitcake state, is what we call it. I have to get a lot stronger to kind of interrupt him. Good. Now I want to see if I can create more bend through the right side. Now I'll have to give a little bit of a feel through the right fingers, always trying to keep the rein in a place. There, good boy. Got to give me the shoulder, Bubba. His right side, there. He does get a little bit more bracy on at times. There we go, good boy. There, that was lovely. Stay with me. So I checked him because I could feel that was a lovely reach, but he also kind of started getting a little quicker than what I wanted him. So all I did was exhale. Good boy. And he said, oh, yep, sorry. I remember you there. Thanks. And I'm not fussing with the reins, like I said, because he's so relaxed through his neck. And that's where I want him. And it's all about me saying, hey, oh, I know. There you go. Now I'm going to say, come back to me as we're out the window. Come on. There you go. Good boy. These are the days where Shady's on the high favorite list. Isn't that right, buddy? Okay, so we got to go down. Good boy. I know. I know. He's never checked out. Ever. I mean, he might be checked out because he's overstimulated and wild, but he never really goes into a quiet place when he checks out. Some horses definitely will kind of go internal and very much freeze, but this is a very soft place, but he's soft in his body and his mind right now. When he gets worried, it's more like a crazy worried versus oh my gosh, I'm so worried and I'm just going to forget that the life exists to cope with it. That's never him. Which is not a bad thing, It's just making sure that we can manage him when he's in that up place. Good man. Now the last 2 days, like I said, we've been a little bit more worried about life. That's my buddy. Yep. I know. We're not going to get out the window. Can you come back around here, my friend? So I'm just going to ask him to join me again. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. Very nice. That's my buddy. Again, when we have Shady's brain, he's wonderful. Now, here we're out the window, so I'm just going to think a little softening to the left. I have to keep making sure that my back stays long so that it can really follow his big movement. I'm going to ask him to bend left. Okay, and what I'm going to start with is just getting him, there we go, to find that same place we just did on the ground. There we go. There. And I'm going to just think about allowing the bend to morph from one to the other, keeping it, oh, good boy. That's a nice little release there. Come on, Bubba. There. Okay. And then from this length, and this is what, Lori, we've been working on, is how can I get him? I want him down there, but how do I do it with long reins? Okay, and there, like the moment I notice him starting to come up, I'm going to start to think a little bit more feel through that inside rein. My outside rein is present, but it doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay, and then if I can catch that quickly, there, good boy. If I can catch it quickly, then I don't really have to, I don't have to go a long ways. But if I can't, then I have to maybe bring my arm back a little bit more. Okay, and then there, he's like, oh, that's right. I guess I just have to travel with my head down here. Because every time I think about coming up, I'm told to go back down. Okay, and once we build the muscle memory, he's gonna, and honestly, this is a much better place. They do appreciate being at this place more than the other places. It's just teaching them to go here to find that relaxation. Isn't that right, Shady? There. Good. And for me, this is where, Lori, we're always talking about rein length and where to be. You notice how often it's changing. My arms and my hands are moving, but you notice where my body is? My body's always in the same spot pretty much. My arms are working in a different relational place depending on what I need to get the contact to happen in the bit. Okay, so that's where it's kind of just having the adaptability to say, oh, yep, go long, slide the reins, okay, until he probably wait for a little while here. Now I'm going to change my bend. Just picking up a little bit on that right rein along with turning my body. He does move off the leg these days. It also does work to get him to supple downward. I don't apply a lot of leg just because I like to keep it light and I like it to be settled. But like even there, he came up. I just said, hey, my right hand's going to ask you to come down again. Thank you. Appreciate it. And stay there. And good boy. Are we pooping again? No? Okay. All right, so now we just got a really nice warm-up walk here. There we go. We're going to see if we can take this into our gait. Okay, and if you notice, Lori, we were talking about him not coming behind. Getting this at the gate is where he's not going to come behind. But, I mean, we've had a lot more practice and a lot more balance at the walk to be able to go here. And getting him to go here at the gate is about getting the relaxation and the understanding that the head has to stay down. Okay, so we're starting with the head down, which does happen to bring him definitely on vertical, if not behind vertical. And at this point, I'm okay with it because I can't fix it. I can't get it to come forward until he knows to keep the head down. So you'll notice, like different filmings, he looks a little bit more tense. It's because the head's down, but it's tight down. The neck is short down. But you have to, with this, at least with him, I've noticed I have to start there in order to, good boy. Nope. Nope. Easy. Now that's too big. That's better. Good boy, Bubba. So now this is a pretty long neck for him here. Okay, which is going to be a little bit harder for him to keep maintained until there we go. Good boy. Nope. There we go. Okay, and when I'm down here and I know that I have him, my reins are pretty loose, but at any moment they might have to take up more contact. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm avoiding the track because it's a little bit wonky right now. And I am using a teeny bit of inside leg, which isn't my first cup of tea, or I shouldn't say my first choice, but I'm getting a lot of really nice relaxed neck here, and I want to try and keep that. Oh, we're on the rail. Okay. No. There we go. So now we're getting a little distracted, but we got it back. This is fantastic for him. This is probably one of the better rides that we've had. In just, nope. Gonna give him a little tickle. Good boy. I don't want to tickle him too much that he wants to get big, because that's not what I'm asking. And once he kind of gets in that little zone, he just clocks around here. As long as you can keep the head and neck soft, like here. Yep, because we're looking out these windows. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Okay, now I'm riding with an extremely long rein. So that means my arms are coming back pretty far when I need to use them. Like here he's bracing, left bend, hold. Nope. And a little bit of feel on the outside. Good boy. And do a circle. Okay, and sometimes when I mix him up a little bit, he's like, oh, I gotta find that balance point. And good boy. Okay, so you notice now the neck gotten a little shorter. It's okay though, because we're working on it. I gotta get him down and somewhat soft, like this is awful. Okay, I gotta get him down there. Okay, and once I get him down, then I can think about letting him reach. But I can't do that until I get him to soften. Then I can let the reach happen, which is what gets him out of coming behind the vertical. Good boy. So, now, yes, he was a little falling in on that circle, but what he was giving me was fantastic in the sense of willingness to try to not be hollow. So we're getting there. I mean, it's really coming along, I think, based off of what kind of type of mindset we're working with here. Okay, so we'll just do a few minutes the other way, and then we'll be done, because he is being absolutely fantastic. It's what? No, I mean, my coat's a little bit Sheeny? Do you know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, like my coat makes noise. Huh? All right. Sorry I didn't try something sooner. Okay, so we'll do that this way. Like I said, right, his little bit trickier side. Nope. And ideally we would just kind of smooth into the transitions, but that will maybe come in another couple weeks here. I have one more month with him in full training. Good boy. Come on, Bubba. Okay, now I'm trying to ask for more energy without the brace of the neck coming up. You're gonna see how much shorter it's getting though. Ideally, we fix that too. I mean, if I'm being really picky. Oh, it's okay, buddy. As I really, there. I want a longer neck. It's longer neck. Would be, that's where you're really gonna feel him get super smooth. A short neck, but a neck that's a little lower there. Really will allow you to get the gait, but it doesn't really make it to its full potential. It's when you feel him get long and the neck kind of reaches forward that it's just like you're gliding. There we go. That's there. Yep. There. Now it's just a matter of keeping it going with that down. Come on, Bubba. Yeah, there. No, no, no. No, see now my reins are a little too long and I can't get what I need. And we turn into a weird pacey thing. Come on, Bubba. Come on. And I'm really anxious when we get a saddle that works, so that I know is a solid fit on this horse, what that changes, because I've had some experiences where as soon as they've gotten a saddle wide enough for them, gaiting is just like not a problem. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nope. So there he braces. Right shoulder drops. Head goes up. Braces through the right side of the neck. And we fall apart. Okay, so that's kind of what we're trying to avoid, obviously. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here at the walk, trying to get him to give a little bit more. Okay, my right seat bone is thinking about engaging the right hind. I want to feel the right bend until I feel that we release a little bit. There, good boy. There. Okay, and it's not just through the neck, it's through the shoulder and the rib cage really, which is where he's most stuck. I think the shoulder, due to the right side, and I said this in previous videos, might be too snug to really have the room it needs to move through the saddle, but this is the widest, best fitting saddle I have for him that isn't too long. And so I'm just trying to help him here. There, good boy. And this might be too hard to see just because it's a very subtle try on his part, and it's something that I'm feeling underneath me. There you go, Bubba. Okay, so I'm gonna ask for one more gait. There you go, Bub. And hopefully, if I could move as fast as he moves at his gait from the ground, I would work on this there, but he moves very fast. I have to like power walk to try and keep up with him, and then managing my feel and all doing that is very difficult. But we're working on it. Come. So there he braces. So I'm trying to. Good boy. There, good boy. That was better. There we go. And then you saw how as soon as he wanted to go forward, I let him. He took my hand a little bit more forward because I didn't let him hollow his back through the transition. Aye. Nope. There you go. Nope. I'm going to ask for a little in. There we go. Okay, I've taught him to supple. Right there was a prime example off that inside rein. It unlocks him when he's not too locked up. There, I'm going to hold. There. There. And you can see the neck shorten. Which we want to get rid of, buddy. There, the neck lengthened. Beautiful. Well, but we can't do it through a down transition yet. But at least we can recover. So anyway, there's a lot of information there. There's so many little subtleties that timing is so critical for, and it's not just getting the head down. It's when does the rib cage give? When does the shoulder give? When does the neck release? When do you feel the throughness happen? It's just one of those constant conversations that there's just really no way of I don't know. I guess there is a way to teach it. It's just very hard to teach because it's a feel and knowing what you're looking for. So anyway, he's doing awesome. And days like today, I absolutely love riding him. Thanks for watching.